Good morning, y'all. Happy Thursday. This is my sacred time. I don't usually take you guys on my morning walks, but that's what I'm doing right now. So this is how I like to start the day. I always talk about it as the warm up to the day. Warms up your body, gets your heart rate going, and meanwhile, I got a podcast in, so I'm warming up the brain as well. So like I said, I don't usually take you guys with me, but this is gonna be my morning routine, so let's do it. All right, so we're back now. It's almost 6:30. I'm running a little bit late this week, honestly. I've been sleeping a little bit longer. Usually I get up at 5 and usually I start work at 6:30. But anyways, now we're gonna do breath work. So after my walk, usually about a 15-minute walk, and listen to a podcast, I'll come back and I'll do 10 minutes of breath work. All right, breath work is done. Now we pray. Now we write down our goals. So I have this journal. Let's see what the name of this journal is. It's called the Self-Mastery Journal, and it helps you organize your top goals for the day, your affirmations, what you're grateful for, and then at the end of the day, it forces you to reflect. And then on the right-hand side here, it asks a journal prompt. I never actually listen to the journal prompt. Instead, I just write out my goals, and I do that twice a day, writing out my goals. I usually don't do this in the morning, but, and sorry if you guys can hear the train. That's the train right there. But I usually don't do this in the morning, but I'm gonna do it today just to knock it out of the park. But 10 pages, one of my personal development things is I read 10 pages a day. So this is the current book that I'm reading, and let's go ahead and knock it out. Also, I also read one passage from the Bible every day as well. Every time I read 10 pages. I try to have one takeaway from those 10 pages. And the one takeaway, I don't just store it up in my brain. I literally will put it on my to-do list. So this most recent one, as you guys know, there's been a lot of shifts with the NLCA staff. I'm taking on a lot more personal responsibility. However, we do still have a leadership team. And I was like, and when I was reading, I was like, man, it was talking about how like the business owner always feels like they need to be the superhero, that nobody else can do this better than them. And I definitely fall victim to that. So my action item was when I am making next week, so when I'm preparing next week, what do I need to train the leadership team on so they can take some stuff off my plate? Always find action items. Good morning, Mila. Mila. Good morning. Excuse me. Excuse me. Check this out. Mila is our little baby.
Hi.
Tell the vlog what is new in your life, in the life of Caitlin.
Oh, well, right now I'm editing a TikTok. I'm working on May recipes that will be launching May 1st for the recipe subscription service at NLCA.
Yep.
Yeah, really focusing on just like building a personal brand, connecting with new people.
Caitlin's posting like 5 times a day.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yep.
I like your braids, they look pretty.
Thanks, baby.
Mila.
Hi, Dad.
What do you think?
Just helping my mom review her stuff.
What up, y'all? Welcome back into the office. So, today is one of those days where I don't have a lot of meetings. I have had a lot of meetings on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Today is Thursday. So it's nice, like I said in the last vlog, it's always nice to have a day where you can just catch up on stuff. So what we got today, I got to listen to my mentorship call. I'm in the Arate Syndicate, which is ran by Andy Frisella and Ed Milet. So I got to get that done today. On top of that, I need to work on organizing some modules for NLCA. Like I said, we're doing a whole entire revamp on our program. One of the big things there is organizing modules, so I'm going to get that organized today. On top of that, I got to do a lot of my personal brand marketing. So we're filming a vlog, posting on my stories, posting in our free community, posting a reel, doing an email for email marketing, posting on TikTok twice, posting on LinkedIn once, and then I'm waiting. I filmed some ads a few weeks ago. I'm waiting on those to be finished, and then I got to write the ad copy for that. Probably not going to get to that one today. On top of that, I got to watch a sales recording for one of our sales reps. Watch a recording, give him feedback, review some of our DM conversations, give some feedback there. And man, yeah, it's just a busy day. It's always a busy day in the life of Chad. That is for sure. And then I got some personal stuff today. I got to work out. You guys saw this morning, I already knocked off a lot of my checklist for personal development, but working out is still on the list. And then I got to write my goals down one more time. That's still on the list as well. I know I'm going on a tangent. I'm actually really excited for tomorrow because we have this meeting. It's going to be me, our coach manager, our ops manager, and then our one-to-one sales coach. So right now we have one-to-one sales coach. And as you guys know, we're trying to continue to improve the NLCA program. And we had a leadership meeting this past Monday, and what we decided is that we really need to expand our sales coaching. So right now we have one-to-one business coaches. Every client gets their own one-to-one business coach. They get to work with their coach weekly, so 24/5 tech support. They have a weekly call. On top of the weekly one-to-one call, we have 5 to 6 group calls a week. And then we have a one-to-one sales coach that they get to meet with one time every 2 weeks. And sales is just one of those skills right in the beginning that once you develop it, it really helps you scale. So we're trying to expand our sales coaching, and tomorrow we have a meeting to solidify that. So I'm actually very, very excited for that meeting tomorrow. As you guys know, I'm obsessed with Ghost Energy. I used to Uber Eats one can, like whenever I wanted one, I would Uber Eats one can to my apartment. And because Uber Eats has all the fees and the taxes, literally for one can, it would cost $10. And eventually I was just like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I doing that? So instead I ordered a pack on Amazon, which is $30, and you get a lot more for your buck than ordering it on Uber Eats. So I'm trying new flavors. I ordered a assortment pack, and this one's orange creamsicle. It's good. It's not as good as the sour. As you guys know, I love the sour, but the orange creamsicle is pretty damn good. Quick work update, watching a sales call recording. Mila is sleeping, and we're getting it. Whoop. Must be nice, Mila. Must be nice, huh?
Yes, Dad. So great. I love being cozy on a cold, rainy day.
It's not cold.
A warm, rainy day.
So here's my toxic trait. I love sourdough, salt, and butter. It's like one of my go-to snacks midday. Don't do lunch. I just do like 2 small slices, butter and salt. How you doing, man? Man, I am a crappy vlogger. I wanted to bring you guys to boxing, but I forgot. So I'll give you guys a work update. So I did have boxing from 3 to 4. I just got off the phone with a potential lead. One of my closers asked, we're gonna feed Mila while I do this. She's barking. One of my closers asked if I can get on a call with a lead, so I did. Answered some questions, answered some concerns. And then, ooh, Mila's got farmer's dog. If you have a dog, honestly, you need this shit. Mila is like one of the fittest French bulldogs I've ever seen. Like seriously, look how fit she is. But anyways, got on that call. I have a haircut tonight at 7. So there's a plethora of work items I can do, but when you get to this stage of entrepreneurship and there's always something for you to do, you gotta pick the right stuff. So I'm gonna write some ad copy right now. And then, if I have time, I'm gonna listen to my mentorship call. If I don't have time, then I won't do that. And then later on in today's vlog, I wanna talk to you guys about my religion journey, which has been new, and I haven't really told you guys about that. And all right, if y'all wanna see a pig in a trough, it's Mila. Sit, girl. All right.
Here you go.
If you watch these vlogs to see if entrepreneurship is go, go, go or not, it is. I'm about to make dinner, but you can't always make dinner and relax. I have about an hour and a half until my haircut, and I have to watch a call recording of our coaches. Just for quality assurance, I like to watch the calls and make sure that we're doing a good job. So that's what I'll be doing when I'm making dinner. I'm sorry, I have to kick you out. I have to kick you out because I have to film my last clip of this vlog. Okay? So get out. Come on. Mila, I need to kick you out. Sorry, no. I'm sorry, you gotta get out. Go, no. Mila, go. Go, no.
Mila.
Get out. Alright y'all, this is going to be the last clip of today's vlog. Hopefully I'm in frame, but I wanted to talk about spirituality, and I wanted to talk about my journey, or at least the start of my religious spiritual journey. And honestly, I'm a little nervous to talk about this. This is definitely not a strong suit of mine, meaning like I don't really have an extensive background with religion. Honestly, the last time I went to church was in second grade. And then I told my parents I didn't want to go anymore, and they didn't make me go. And since that point, the only other time I've been in a church was when my grandpa passed away in 2015. Yeah, 2015. So it's been a hot minute since I've been in church. However, I would say this year in 2024, I've been getting into Christianity, and I've been getting into religion. Now, how did this all happen? So how this happened was I have a staff member on my team who is religious. He's a Christian, and he goes to a church. It's called Love Church. And they have a great podcast, and they have a different way of doing church, I would say. And Jeremy was like, "Hey, you should check this out. I think you would like it." And Jeremy told me that previously his experience with church was, you'd go to church and it would be all like Shakespearean, and you wouldn't really like understand it. But he was like, "I think you would like this one." So he sent me a podcast called Love Church, and this is the church that he goes to. It's in Omaha, Nebraska, and completely different than what I expected. So very new age, and the pastors are very new age. And honestly, when I was listening to the podcast, I was like, this is personal development. This doesn't feel like I'm going to church. This feels like personal development. And I fell in love with it. And I was like, man, I feel like this is exactly what I need. Like, I feel like I need to be listening to this stuff more. So I started listening to it more and more. And then actually, before I listened to the podcast, last December, I read a book called Disciplines of a Godly Man. So that's actually how it started. So Jeremy sent me this book, Disciplines of a Godly Man. I read the book last December, and then I think it was like February or March when he sent me the podcast. And once I got the podcast, I was like, all right, I think I'm gonna go into this a little bit more. So I bought a new, I forget what it's called, basically the new version of the Bible. I've been reading an excerpt a day. I've been praying every single day. I still haven't gone to church yet. I'm not sure when that moment will come. But prayer, starting with prayer and reading the Bible every day, and starting to align my life more in this path, is something that I'm excited about. It's something that I'm excited about. I even saw Jordan Peterson talk the other day, and his whole talk was about God, and actually I believe it's called We Who Wrestle with God was the name of the lecture that I watched him do in person the other day. And here are the takeaways I've had so far. It's if you are following a specific type of church, it could be very personal development. It doesn't always have to be like this, very religious, like button up, like, only live life this way, which is what I previously thought. And that's why, since second grade, I haven't gone to church, is because I thought of religion in that way. But this has totally broken the landscape of how I think about religion. So personal development is a big component of it. Hope is a big component of it. And then guidance, I would say, has been another big component of it. And that's the part that I'm most excited about. And Jordan Peterson said this, and this will wrap up everything that I'm saying here, but Jordan Peterson said this, and I was like, okay, cool. I think this is why I've been liking religion more. You cannot pull the wool over the eyes of God. And he was telling the story of Abel and Cain. And real quick, I'll tell you the story. So Abel and Cain are brothers, and Abel is a successful shepherd, and he shows up to work and he puts his 110% best effort into life. And as a result of that, God gives him a good life. He's rewarded with a good life. His brother Cain shows up to work, but gives his second best effort. Does not give his, he just kind of, peruses through life. He's not really giving his best effort. And as a result of that, he gets rewarded with not as good of a life. Cain grows resentful, ends up killing his brother, and then for the rest of his life, he has an aimless life, a crappy life. He's basically sent to purgatory or hell or whatever. But the moral of the story, and getting back to the original quote, is you cannot pull the wool over the eyes of God. Meaning, if you show up as your best self every single day, if you continue to improve yourself every single day, if you fulfill God's greatness for you, if you take God's gifts and you fulfill his greatness for you, fulfill his path for you, you will be rewarded with a great life. And the opposite is true as well. If you do not show up as your best self, if you do not continue to expand your being and grow, you will be rewarded with a mediocre or crappy life. And I'm all about personal development. So yeah, just tying it together, like that story is why I am leaning more into this, is I want a great life, right? And I want to be guided by the person, the creator. I want to be guided by the person who is trying to lead me down that path of greatness. And if the more I connect and the more I have a relationship with God, the more I'll understand the path that I need to go down in order to fulfill my purpose. Man, it feels good to say that. I'm a little nervous to have this conversation, I'm being honest, but it feels good to say that. That's the reason why I'm doing this. And yeah, that's really all I wanted to say. So I've started a religious, a spiritual journey, and I wanted to come on here and share it. This is my vlog, right? This is my documentation of my life. And I told you guys, I'm going to show you all of me. I'm going to show you the good, I'm going to show you the bad, I'm going to show you the ugly. You're going to get all of me. And here I am. So I'll keep you guys updated on how this goes. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. Give a little thumbs up, maybe a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.